you grew up with Pokemon, you know how magical that world can be, but also how some of their recent games have been lacking that spark. Aniimo just brought me that magic back, and I played it for over 100 hours in the latest closed beta. It's not just the graphics or the frame rate, Aniimo actually listened to what many Pokemon fans have been asking for years. So today I'm listing the top 5 features from Aniimo that I've wanted in a Pokemon game for over 20 years now. And a quick note, I'm not hating on Pokemon here. I love Pokemon, but I also love a lot of other monster tamers as well, so I'm just glad the genre is getting more love than ever. Number 1. Creature interactions in the world. In most Pokemon games, wild Pokemon are just standing there. The main exceptions being the Pokemon Snap games, where the areas actually feel pretty alive and there's a lot of interesting things happening around you. In Aniimo though, there are tons of unique interactions in every area, whether between creatures of the same species or of different species, and often with their own related quests and secrets to uncover. Sure, there are also quite a few strays here and there, but the world feels engaging and lived in, and together with the next feature, makes exploration a blast through and through. Number 2. Seamless open world traversal. Some Pokemon games have actually made good progress here. Legends Arceus, Scarlet Violet, even Sun and Moon. But in Aniimo, the world traversal feels more seamless than ever. It's not just the sprinting, the climbing, or the gliding. You also have creatures that roll around or jump super high, dash consecutively, or even tunnel underground, letting you access new areas. I had a whole party dedicated to special exploration skills and was always eager to find out what fun new skills my next catch was gonna have. Number 3. Immersive side quests. Honestly, Legends ZA actually has some of my favorite side quests in the series, like the one where you lend a Shuppet to a cop to track down people with negative emotions, only for the Shuppet to lead him to his wife who resents him for spending too much time at work. The plot twist was delicious, and I live for moments like this in games. Although the game also had a lot of other side quests that weren't quite as interesting that I didn't really care for. Aniimo also has a bunch of small and quirky side quests, but what I loved most was that every region also has one massive, full-fledged immersive story quest with their own lore dump and cutscenes, with most of them leading you to exclusive creatures or epic boss fights. Some of these side quests were so good, they honestly kinda made the main quest look bad in comparison. Number 4. Multiplayer features. In Pokemon games, multiplayer usually amounts to just trading, PvP battles, or maybe a raid battle. Some older gens like X and Y even had more multiplayer features than recent gens for some reason. In Aniimo, you can also trade and do raids, but then you can also explore the world together or interact with other players in specific social hub areas, chat with friends or in groups or in server chats, take photos together with your Aniimos, or my favorite one was playing the special egg heist modes together in co-op or even in optional PvP, and the devs are still committed to expanding social features. But what pairs perfectly with Aniimo's multiplayer is the fact that the game is cross-platform and free-to-play, so your friends don't all need to buy the same console to play together. And I know free-to-play usually spells bad news, so I made another video predicting how the monetization is gonna be. Long story short, it's looking surprisingly fair so far, with no gacha or pay-to-win. Number 5. Creature appearances and customizations. Something that bugs me in Pokemon is that your Pokemon pretty much looks exactly the same as any other Pokemon of the same species. Sure, you've got shinies and alphas, but that's about it for the most part. In Aniimo, most creatures have more than one form, with 188 forms across the 88 base Aniimo. Then, every one of those 188 can also be a shiny or an alpha or both. And then another 22 of them can also be darklers, which are like unique dark variants of shinies. But most importantly, you can also customize every single Aniimo with up to 5 cosmetic items each, with very few restrictions to make them look as ridiculous or as unique as you could possibly want them. Don't get me wrong, I really do love Pokemon, but while Aniimo is still far from perfect, it's also only in closed beta, and this was only the top 5 features, not even mentioning 120 FPS on a high-end PC, the environmental puzzles, the world level scaling, the attack skill presets, the hatching eggs outside your party, and a bunch of other quality of life features. But in my next video, I'm gonna be making a top 5 features from Pokemon that I would like to see in Aniimo instead. If that interests you, and if you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, hype, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.